Hi there. Today we are going to see session management in web technology. What is session management? Session management is just storing information about the user or the client. This information might be anything like its name, its username, its password, its account number, anything that information required to serve its request. Means that information will be used later for in different pages to create or generate the data for the user. Why we use session management? As we know, whenever you visit a website, the communication takes place between the client and the server is based on HTTP protocol. This protocol is stateless, means it's not store any kind of state of the connections, means we don't get the information or the knowledge about the client, whether it is new or it is old, whether it is authorized or not authorized. This information is not stored in the HTTP. That's why we need to do it separately. That's why we use session management. Now when to use it? Whenever you need the user's identity or the user's authentication, that time you have to store the information about the user at the servers. Based on that information, you will serve the request for the user. For example, whenever you provide some data to the user, according to its login name, you have to save its login name at the server session. Now, how to do session management? There are two ways to do session management. One is session object at server and other is cookie at, means cookie is a small file which is stored at client. Now today we will see session management using Servlet. For this we will have two classes of the Servlet. First is set name and other is show name. First we see how session management perform in Servlet. In this Servlet, we take name of the user from the request and save it to the session object. Here you can see session object is a kind of HTTP session which is derived from this request object. Means each request will retrieve the same session object for the same user. Now in this session, what we will do is it take the name from the for the user from its request and save it to the session object. And in the show name Servlet, we take the name from the session which is previously stored in this Servlet and displays to the browser. Now we will compile these two programs using our usual command javac class path setname.java. It already been compiled. Show name.java. Now it get compiled. What is the next step? We will create a new application into our Apache folder. I will name it as session demo. Into that we will create a webinf folder, and into that a classes folder, and we put two classes over here. Now we will create a web.xml file. Into that we define two servlet. First servlet with the name set name servlet and its class name. Other is show name servlet with its class name. Then we set some URL pattern for them. For our set name servlet, the URL pattern will be /savename and other for /show name. Now we will start our Apache as started already here. Now we will go to the browser, localhost whatever the port number slash session demo and set name. See, the URL pattern will be like this and the parameter like this. Now your name has been saved. This is the output shown over here. Fine. Now we go to this page. In next step, localhost colon or port number slash session demo slash show name. See, it's showing the same name as we stored in this tab, right? Means what this link will do, it go to this servlet. Servlet get this name which is passed to the parameters in the URL, is stored into the session and displayed over this line over here, and in this page this same session object will be accessed and the name get from that session with this key to this string. This is required because this casting is required because the get attribute method returns object class, return object of the object class, and we have to pass to the string object. That's why we use. Now we get the same name over here. If we change the name, we'll get, we just refresh this page to get that name. Fine. If I close this browser and restart it, see what happens. Show name shows null, because when I close this browser, the session get expired and nothing will returns over here, because this session get expired due to our browser when we close the browser. Now to save it, we have to use like this, and you may use other tab to this. Now see, this is the data stored to the session. We can use this information for any purpose or any process or any procedure to process the request. Now we will create a login form. Now to create the basic login application, we need to have a basic small login form like this. I have designed a small login form with one username and one password with a submit button. This is just simple, not that much so-called designed, just in having an action to the login.auth page, or this might be a servlet. Now to authenticate this user, we need to have an authentication servlet class. In this, we take LID and password from this request parameter and check with one static username and password. You can take this from database or some file, but here I am here to introduce you the login form. I take it hard coded. Now to authenticate the user from this login form, the user should enter the login ID as admin and password as 1234. Once the user ID and password, or you can say login ID and password, match with this, it will create one session for that user and tell that login has been successful. If it not matches, it directly shows that login has failed and it redirects to the login page. Now to check whether the user is authenticated or not, for this secret page, means this is new servlet having some secret information which need to identify user. To get whether the user is logged in or not, or user is authenticated or not, this secret page first check the user session. Means if the user session is null, means it not logged in, it shows that please first log in and showing the link to the login page. If it find that the user is logged in, it take the name from the session and displays the information, whatever the information needed to this user. Now we will store this login form, secret page and authentication into our same web application session demo webinf classes folder. The classes over here and our web page go to the this folder login folder. Now we have to make some changes in our web XML file according to new servlets. Previously we have only two servlet. First is set name servlet and show name servlet. Now in this new application or in this new login form, we have to add these two servlets into this web application. For the authentication servlet, we name it as login servlet with its URL like login/auth, and for secret page its URL will be login/mypage. First of all, we directly go to the my page, means the secret page. What will see what it will show, the URL, your port number, whatever it could be, slash whatever our URL pattern, login slash, or what is my URL is 989 login slash my page. Let me check the URL is correct or not. Login slash my page. Yeah. First of all, this session, the application name, I forget the application name, session demo slash login slash my page. See, it's showing that please login, means this page contains secret information in this class. It check its session whether session is set or not with this login ID. If it not set, it shows this message. Now we will go to the login form. This is our login form that we have designed over here like this. A username LID with text box name as LID, a password text box name as pass, and submit button with some random username and random password, and check it whether it is logged in or not. See, it's showing that login failed, means this user ID password is not authorized with this. Now see what the login form do. It send the information to this URL pattern or this URL, and this URL mapped with this name and this name mapped with authentication class, means the information comes over here. The parameter we use here, it should be reflected from here. Nice. Now whenever the information reach over here, this is our logic to authenticate. I have authenticate with the hard coded value. You can authenticate with its value from the files or some database. Now I will put the correct values over here. Admin and password will be the 1 2 3 4 5. See, login is now successful. Now in next page I will check whether the secret page is shown to me or not. Login slash my page. Yeah, hi admin, you are allowed to visit this page. Now I will copy this URL, close the browser, check whether once again it is showing or not. See, the session will get expired due to closing this browser, and this once again showing that you are not logged in. Fine, this is the basic login form. I will make it little complicated with attempts. Fine. Now we will make it little complicated. To do the so, I will put it over here and set some I will check the attribute attempt, how much attempt has been made. First of all, I will check it with the null. If it is null, I will put it with the some value which is 1, and this is first attempt. If the count is greater than some, you can say 5 or you can say 3, then the server displays different message. You can say it as user ID blocked, and it will not process further. We return from here. See, now if the login failed, it will increase that counter and save it to the session count, increase with 1 and save it to the session. Now we will compile this code using our, say it should be here null. Now we will copy the class file from our location to the webinf classes folder over here. We will already. Fine. We will wait for this Apache Tomcat to get update. I will just press enter over here so that the Apache will get update. As soon as the Apache get updated with itself, I will go to this login. I will wait wrong first. Now go to the login once again, do it wrong once again, to login one more time. See, the user has been blocked. Yeah. Now how many times you get wrong message, it depend on your logic. Means this is the logic for blocking the user. Fine. After this blocking, you will not able to use original user password because this has been blocked. The logic behind this blocking is just this counter. Means it will first check whether the counter increase by 3 or not. If the counter increase by 3, it will not check the login ID password coming from this page. Fine. Now this is how we create a basic session example. First we will summarize it once again. First of all, we create a basic example with storing a name of the user into the session and then display using other servlet. Fine. Then we create a authentication form and secret page. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you understand session management using Servlet. Still you have some queries, please write into the comment. Thank you.